Good morning, students. So, shall we start with the class? Yes? Okay. So, yesterday, did you all go through the video which we had sent? Yesterday, we recorded the video and sent you all. So, did everyone go through the video? Yes? Any doubts in yesterday's class? We have solved first two questions of exercise 2.3. Exercise 2.3, we have solved first two questions. Right? Now, coming to third question. Let us see what is third question. So the question is, a function f is defined by f of x is equals to 2x minus 5. F of x is equals to 2x minus 5. Right? So you are saying the answers. First one. Second is a function. Is it a function? Second one. Yes, it is a function, right? Very good. What about third one? Is it a function? No, it is not a function. In first main, third one is not a function. Second one is a function. Very good. Okay, now concentrate here on the third question. We have given a function f which is defined like this, that is f of x is equals to 2x minus 5. We have to write down these values, f of 0, f of 7, f of minus 3. So how we have to write these values, students? First, if we want to find f of 0, we have to put x is equals to 0. So in place of x, you have to substitute 0. Very good, Mohammed. So if you substitute in place of x as 0, what answer you will get? What is f of 0? What is f of 0? What is f of 0? Very good. If you put it as 0, see, 2 into 0 minus 5. This will be 0. So answer is minus 5. It is simple, right? Similarly, what is f of 7? What is f of 7? Very good. It is 9. 2 into 7 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. Similarly, what is f of minus 3? Minus 11. Very good. 2 into minus 3 minus 5. So minus 6 minus 5 is minus 11. So like this we will be finding the function values. Right? It was simple. Coming to fourth question. Fourth one. The function t which maps temperature in degree Celsius into temperature in degree Fahrenheit is defined by f of c is equals to, it is nothing, it is t of c, students, not f of c. Please make it correct. It is t of c. So 9 by 5 c plus 32. 9 by 5 c plus 32. Actually, this is the relation between temperature in Fahrenheit and degrees. This is the relation between temperature in Fahrenheit as well as in Celsius. Okay? So here this is Fahrenheit, this is Celsius. So this is the relation between temperature in Fahrenheit as well as Celsius. Now this is T of C. They have just mistake, this small mistake. It is not f of C, it is T of C. Okay? So now this function is given which maps temperature in Fahrenheit to temperature in Celsius. We need to find first one, what is T of 0. So to find T of 0, what you will do? In place of C, you will take it as 0. In place of C, you will take it as 0. So what will be T of 0, students? What will be T of 0? C. 9 by 5 into 0 plus 32. So answer is 32. Very good. So answer is 32. Second one, we have to find T of 28. What is T of 28? What is T of 28? Very good. See, 9 by 5 into 28 plus 32. So if you simplify this, you will get a fraction that is 412 by 5. It is simple simplification. You have to do it on your own. Okay? You can keep like this only answer in fractions. Next, third one we have to find t of minus 10. What is t of minus 10? In place of c, replace it by minus 10. You will get answer as 14. Very good. 9 by 5 into minus 10 plus 32. So you can simplify and you can check whether you will get answer as 14. Last, fourth one. Fourth one, it is given that t of c is equals to 212. It is given that t of c is equals to 212. We have to find the value of c. Now already we know what is t of c, right? It is nothing but 9 by 5c plus 32. So what much it is given? It is given as 212. So if you solve for this c, you will get the value of c. See, 212 minus 32. So this implies 9 by 5c is equals to 180. So what will be c equal to? C will be equal to 100. C will be equal to 100. Right, students? Very good. So we got the value of c, as we knew what was t of c, right? So we just got the value of c. Again, it was easy question, right? Yes. Coming to last one, fifth question. See, find the range of each of the following functions. The function is given as f of x is equals to 2 minus 3x. See, students, actually we know what is the definition of domain and range, right? What is domain? All permissible inputs are domain. Means here in this function, all the values of x is nothing but domain. Please make the difference. Values of x, all values of x is nothing but domain. All values of x means what? We are going to take all permissible inputs. Those are nothing but values of x, right? And that is nothing but domain. And all values of what are permissible outputs? All values of f of x. That is nothing but range, right? Yes, students? All values of f of x is nothing but range. So values of x is nothing but domain, and whatever values of f of x you will get, that collection will be nothing but called as range, because those all will be permissible outputs. Did everyone understand this too? Values of x is domain, values of f of x is range. Right? Now we need to find the range. See, students, we have steps to find the range. What you do, of course we know that this f of x is y. It is all the set of values of y, right? So we will give it a name as y is equals to 2 minus 3x. Y is equals to 2 minus 3x. Now we want values of f of x, right? Just hold on a minute, students. Okay. So what we were doing? Here we were finding the value of x, right? So we need to find the set of all f of x values. Now here in the question, we have not written the complete question here. What is the question? X belongs to R and x should be greater than 0. X belongs to R and x is greater than 0. So actually what they have given us? They have given us the domain. Can you tell me? They have given us the values of x, right? So they have given us the domain. Can you tell me domain by looking at this? What is the domain? If you look at this, what is domain, students? It is nothing but open interval 0 to infinity. See, x is greater than 0, right? So all those values greater than 0, it is nothing but domain. Values of x is nothing but domain, right? So x is greater than 0 means this is my domain, right? So domain they have already given us. We have to find the range, right? So let us find the range now, one by one. First of all, let us consider the given thing. What is given? X is greater than 0. This is given, right? X is greater than 0. Now, if I multiply 3 on both sides, the equality sign will not change. This inequality sign will not change, right? Yes, if I multiply 3 on both sides, here it will be 3x. Inequality sign will not change. Okay, and here 3 into 0 is again 0, right? Is the screen visible, students? Okay. Here, this is given x greater than 0. If you multiply 3 on both sides, inequality sign will not change. 3 is multiplied here, 3 into 0 is again 0. Now, take negative sign on both sides. If you take negative sign on both sides, this inequality sign will change, right? If you take negative sign, inequality sign will change. Greater than will become will become less than, right? As we are taking negative sign on both sides, negative of 0 is again 0, so it doesn't matter. So as you are taking negative sign on both sides, then this inequality sign will change. Greater than will become less than. I hope everyone understood this. Do you all understand? Yes? Okay. Now, again what you do here is add 2 on both sides. If you add 2 on both sides, inequality sign will not change. If you add 2 on both sides, you will get this. Right? So what is that? 2 minus 3x is less than 2. 2 minus 3x is less than 2. So what is this, students? It is nothing but f of x, right? So what did we get? F of x is less than 2. So actually we got the values of f of x. F of x less than 2 means what? F of x belongs to, see, if f of x is less than 2, what is the interval? All the values of f of x less than 2, and 2 is not included. As it is strictly less than 2, 2 is not included. So all those values of f of x less than 2. So the interval is minus infinity to 2. Open interval 2, because 2 is not included. So what is the interval? Minus infinity to 2. So my range, f of x values will belong to interval minus infinity to 2. So what is range of this function? Minus infinity to 2. Did everyone understand? Is that clear to everyone? Very good. Similarly, let us go for second one. Can you try, students? In fifth main second question, can you try? F of x is equals to x square plus 2, where x is a real number. Where x is a real number. See, it is very easy. Domain is given. What is domain? What is domain? What is domain? Here, in the second one. What is domain, students? Domain is values of x. Code range is values of f of x. So what is domain here? Domain is already given. What is domain? Answer, students. What is domain here? It is given, right? X belongs to R, values of x. X belongs to R means what is domain? R. Very good. It is nothing but set of real numbers. Domain is set of real numbers. It is given. Okay, now we need to find the range. So what is range? It is values of f of x, right? Now observe here, students. Can I say that x square is greater than or equal to 0? Can I make this statement? Is this statement true for every x belonging to real numbers? X square is greater than or equal to 0 for every x belonging to real numbers. Is that true? Is this true, students? X square is greater than or equal to 0 for every real number x. Yes, right? Why? Because square of any real number is positive. If it is 0, then it is 0. And for any real number, whether it may be positive or negative, square of that number will be positive. So I can make this statement, that is x square is greater than or equal to 0. Now what you do, add 2 on both sides. Add 2 on both sides. Inequality sign will not change. We are just adding 2 on both sides. So what did you get? X square plus 2 is greater than or equal to 2. It is greater than or equal to 2. What is this, students? X square plus 2. It is nothing but function value, right? F of x, it is greater than or equal to 2. So what is the interval? See, all those values of f of x which are greater than or equal to 2. Equal to sign is also included. So 2 is included. So all those values which are greater than or equal to 2 means interval is what? F of x will belong to closed interval 2 to infinity. F of x will belong to closed interval 2 to infinity. So what is range? It is closed interval 2 to infinity. Range is closed interval, not open interval. Mohammed, right? It is closed interval because 2 is included. Equality sign is there. In intervals, closed interval, open interval, we have studied it, right? If equality sign is there, then we have to include that. Then it will be closed interval. So what is range here? Closed to open infinity. Is that clear to everyone, this question? Is it clear? Coming to the third question. They have given that f of x is equals to x, where x is a real number. We have to find the range in this case now. Which is this function, students? Can you all tell me which is this function? What is the name of this function? Yes? Which is this function? What it is called? What this function is called? You can observe this function carefully. Which is this function? I am asking you, which function is this? It has some name, right? What is the name of this function? I am asking you the name, students. Magic box, which takes the input, will not perform any operation and gives the same as output. Which is that function called? Not constant function, Mohammed. Constant function means f of x is equals to k. For any input, my output will be remain same, constant. That is constant function. But here what I am saying, for any input, we will not perform any operation and we will give same as output. If you take 1, it will be 1. If you take 2, it will be 2. If you take minus 2, it will be minus 2. But here in this constant function, for any input, you will get only one output as k. Very good. This is identity function. It is identity function, students. For input and output will be same. Right? It is identity function. So already we know what is domain and range, right? What is domain? What is domain of identity function? Very good. Set of real numbers. And here, if domain is set of real numbers, then of course it is same, right? Output. So f of x will be also set of real numbers. So what is range? It is set of real numbers. So range is set of real numbers. Is that clear, students? Is that clear to everyone? Exercise is completed. So we are done with this topic, relations and functions. Any doubts in this topic, students? Any doubts you have? Not polynomial function. Was it in your textbook, students? Polynomial function? It was in a textbook? Just hold on a minute, I'll check. Okay, polynomial function, it is nothing but the function which will be in polynomial form. To the power n. Suppose I'll take it as some names. A0, A1, A2, x to the power n minus 2 and so on. So it is a polynomial, right? It is nothing but a polynomial. So any function which will be of the form of a polynomial is nothing but polynomial function. And always in polynomial function, domain is what domain? It is set of real numbers and range is also set of real numbers in polynomial function. Domain is set of real numbers and range is also set of real numbers. Polynomial functions, what is domain? It is set of real numbers, range is set of real numbers. As we all know what are polynomials, the function which is a polynomial is nothing but polynomial function. For example, f of x is equals to, now we saw, right, 2x minus 3. This is nothing but polynomial function. Okay? It is simple, students. A function which is polynomial is nothing but polynomial function. Domain is set of real numbers, range is also set of real numbers. Okay, Mohammed? Is that clear? Is it clear? Okay. Also, you have greatest integer function. Is it there? Is this there, students? Greatest integer function? It is there, right? Okay. Greatest integer function definition is, it is denoted by closed brackets x. Closed bracket x. So its definition is greatest integer less than x. Less than or equal to x. Less than or equal to x. Greatest integer less than or equal to x. Let us see some examples. If I take 1.5, if I consider 1.5, what is greatest integer function of 1.5? By this definition, greatest integer less than or equal to x. So which is greatest integer less than or equal to 1.5? Only integers will be the answers, okay? Since greatest integer function, greatest integer less than or equal to 5, x. It may be any real number here inside, but answer should be always in integers. It will be greatest integer less than or equal to x. So which is greatest integer less than or equal to 1.5 here? 1.5 is here, 2 is here, and 1 is here and 2 is here. So which is the greatest integer less than 1.5? It is not 2. Greatest integer less than, see why they are saying it as greatest, I will tell you. First of all, you have to take integer less than 1.5. Okay, which is integer less than 1.5? You can, one may say it as 1, one may say it as 0, one may say it as minus 1. These all are integers less than 1.5, right? But what is the main word here? It is greatest. Means you have to take the greatest integer which is less than 1.5. Here, 1 is greatest integer which is less than 1.5, right? These all integers are also less than 1.5. But this is the greatest integer less than 1.5. Right? So what is greatest integer function of 1.5? It is 1. Tell me what is greatest integer function of 2.79? What is greatest integer function of 2.79? 2. Very good. You are going to take, see, if this is 2.79, here we have 2, 3, 1, 0 and so on. These all are less than 2.79. But which is greatest integer which is less than 2.79? It is 2. So greatest integer function of 2.79 is equal to 2. Similarly, what is greatest integer function of 2? What is greatest integer function of 2? It is not 1, Mohammed. Observe here. We are going to find greatest integer function of 2. So what is greatest integer function of 2? It is greatest integer less than or equal to 2. Only if you have decimals, then you solve like this. But if they have given you whole numbers like this, then the answer will be also whole number. The same will be the answer. Okay? So if it is whole number, then answer will be also the whole number. Same it will be. Okay? So less than or equal to is there. So greatest integer function of 2 is 2. Similarly, what is greatest integer function of minus 1? What is greatest integer function of minus 1? It is number, right? It is not decimal. So answer will be minus 1. Now tell me, what is greatest integer function of minus 1.5? What is greatest integer function of minus 1.5? 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1.5. What is greatest integer function of minus 1.5? What I told you. Greatest integer less than this. These all integers, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. These all are less than minus 1.5. But which one is greater? So answer of minus 1.5 greatest integer is minus 2. You will not get it as minus 1, students. Minus 1 is greater integer it is. So minus 2 is less integer, less than 1 minus 1.5. And it is greatest also. Greatest integer less than minus 1.5. Right? So answer is minus 2. So whenever you have negative sign, please be very careful. Okay? Similarly, tell me this. What is greatest integer function of minus 5.7? What is greatest integer function of minus 5.7? How it is minus 4, Mohammed? See, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Here somewhere we have minus 5.7. So what is greatest integer function? Minus 6, right? It is minus 6. So greatest integer function of minus 5.7 is minus 6. So I hope you all have understood the definition of greatest integer function. Very, very important function, students. We are going to study a lot about this function in Q2 also. So here you should be very perfect with the definition. It is greatest integer less than or equal to x. And how does the graph of this function look like? Let us see how does the graph of this function look like. If you plot this graph, plot the value, take some values and plot, you can observe this is 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So it is in the form of steps. Blank dot means the function is not defined there. You have to understand. So like this, the graph of the function will look like. So here at 0 it is 0, at 1 it is 1. So here there is a blank dot. Here also there is a blank dot. Here there is a blank dot. I hope you are able to see. Right? So the graph of greatest integer function will look something like this. What is domain, students? What can you put for values of x? You can take any real number, right? So domain is what? It is set of real numbers. Right, students? You can take any value of x. So domain is set of real numbers. What is range? For if you take any real number, what will be my output? Yes? What will be my output, students? It is not set of real numbers. It is not set of real numbers. Whatever may be the real number, whatever may be the input, my answer will be always in integers. Right? Always we get in integers, right? Take any real number. If I take 1.5, my answer is 1. If I take minus 1.5, my answer is minus 2. So these all are integers, right? So always in greatest integer function, our output will be integer. So my range is set of integers. My range is set of integers. Did everyone understand this function very well? Greatest integer function, very, very important. So domain is set of real numbers and range is set of integers. Is that clear to everyone? Polynomial function as well as greatest integer function. Okay, so we have done with the topic. I'll send you the notes within 2 days, and you will be having test on Saturday on this topic. Okay, I don't know about bio class. We will inform you in the group. We'll send a message. If there is class, then we'll send a message. Okay, students? So we have done with the topic relations and functions. If you have any doubts, then you can let me know. Any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Okay then. Have a good day, students. Thank you all.